Okay, let's go through active list in alphabetical order. So last time we saw nice green candle. This week it was reacted to the BTC. I think in this week we are going to focus who was more resilient, because when the BTC goes down, everybody goes down, especially when there was a big move like what we saw on Thursday, right? But then intraday move I'm talking about. So of course, all the coins would react to it. But what we are going to see is who was more resilient and who is recovering faster, because that's matters at this moment. We have this key level, so you know it, right? And remember, the supports can be multiple, like resistance can be multiple, right? On the upside, there's no one resistance, there can be multiple resistance. Similarly, support, there's no one support, there can be multiple supports. What is important is what is the support when the trend can be broken or trend would be broken. That is more important, because if the trend is broken, that means we are talking about new low. Okay, so in a weekly call, my focus is definitely to highlight which coin is strong out of the list, because then you will know the relative health. And one thing, those who joined new recently, um, active list is the list where I maintain coins which are trending, means or likely to start trend. Means if I see any weakness or risk, I remove it and replace with something else. Okay, so I keep the list some number constant, and I would do the changes. So if you see any coin in the list, that means the coin is okay. Means it's either started, it has started, I mean it has started recovery or likely to start. So it's like that. Okay, so they could be different, they could move at different times, but all are good. So there's no question that is it good or not. They are good, they're in the list, that's why they're I mean they're in the list because they're good. Okay, so this is for those who joined recently to our channel. Only difference is their strength could be different at different times. Okay, Atom is strong, maybe some other coin will be stronger. Filecoin is not, let's say, moving up, but it may move up. So that's what we'll be looking at it. But there is no question which is number one, which is number two. This is not a race. We are going to see their progress. We are going to highlight if there is any weakness, because that's what matters. And this particular feature is all about trend. Okay, it's all about longer term view. It's not about short term resistance to resistance, point by point trading, or I would say outlook. Okay, it's about if it has started here, if it continues, will follow as long as it goes upside. Okay, so will follow as long as it tops out, and that's a bullish case, or will follow until it breaks the trend level support, which I'll highlight in the call, right? I haven't marked the trend line support here, but you don't have to worry, because um, if it is happening, I'll update anyway on the Discord channel, saying that this is at a risk and replacing or exiting and removing this coin. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, because sometimes I had to calculate on runtime. I'm not doing it right now, but right now, I'll just highlight. So if I'm not saying anything about risk, that means there's no risk. Okay, that's clear. So Atom is here. This is hardly 20% retracement with respect to the low. So this is absolutely fine. AVAX breached the support, and but it's still about this low, so there's no immediate risk. So coin like this, I would be watching. Okay, I would be watching and highlight if there is any risk to the or it is if it is likely to make new low. Right now, we don't have to worry. I'm not moving this support. Okay, you may consider this low as a new support, which I may add like this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's still about this. PNB. This is another touch. One, two, so many touches. Interesting. So staying good. No issue. This is marginally. So borderline case, but still okay. You can see that it's recovering. Doge touched again like BNB, not an issue. Dot touched, not closed, not an issue, not yet. EGLD is stronger. So this is the coin I had highlighted. I'm highlighting again. This coin has strength. Okay. So when I highlight, that means it is likely to do better than other, or by itself it will do better. Okay, even if you don't want to compare. But if you have to have selection, then whatever coin I emphasize, that can be considered as stronger coin for that week. Every week the scenario could be different, but I would try to highlight which one is strong at this moment in this week. Okay, so the EGLD is looking strong. ETH is range bound last time, so again touch this support in between this support zone. If you put a box here, not a problem. This is still a 50% retracement from this high with respect to this. It's not a problem. Okay, Filecoin touched this and not a problem. Still the low is not broken yet, though touched but not broken. The week hasn't ended with the new low, so which is fine. Flux, the same story. It made a new low with respect to last week, but this week hasn't ended. So this is recovering very, very quickly. You can see that it's almost there. So it might end up, who knows, in next by the weekend, it might go up and turns out to be like higher than this one. So absolutely. So I'm not going to change anything. As I said, you may consider this low as a new support, right? Like this, but this is just a low. This is not close to value, so we are still good. Okay, so there's absolutely no risk, and this is one of the strongest coins we have. Still, it's strongest because look at the recovery. As I mentioned, coin goes down, but you have to also see how fast it recovers when the situation improves. And this low and this current price, you should see, is not nowhere close, as some of the coins are actually consolidating somewhere here near the June low. So I think when you compare, you have to compare like that. Okay, don't compare that it dropped by X%. You have to see how far further they are from the June low. If they're further from the June low, that shows the real strength. Okay, otherwise if you're just judging by this candle, even this is weekly candle, that's very narrow vision. Okay, that's very narrow vision. You have to consider the whole entire move starting from June in perspective for you to judge that coin. That's up to you. FTM borderline case, it's recovering, so it's moving up. This was one of the strongest coin in last bull run, but you know that's showing weakness at this moment or in last few and in this particular phase. right? So it's going to be tricky. So we'll see. So at this moment, FTMA is weak, but you never know because this is a crazy coin. If you look at the performance of this coin in terms of percentage phenomena, it's astonishing. So I wouldn't judge at this moment, but we have to comment on what it is doing now or recent past. So it is one of the weakest one at this moment. I think HNT lost the pairing. There was an announcement on Binance, so we had to see if they replaced with some other thing. HNT BUSD, I think they introduced. You know what? I should not have removed. I made a mistake. Oh yeah, because I would lost. So I had to I had to work on this one, right? Because I lost the drawing. I had to watch what I had to redo basically because they are not supporting, right? So I had to work on it again. But anyway, this is low. At this moment, we don't have drawing. I'll add it and post it. Right. So this is nowhere close to this low. So this is all right. KCS. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Strong, strong. So this is another strong coin. Look at that. And by the way, anything that I said a week, not necessarily, it could pump 5-10% and you'll see nice green candle on a weekly, right? So don't judge coin every day. That's another less best practices I would like to convey. Um, People judge a lot. People judge every other day. It doesn't work like that. I mean, just imagine you judge someone, a person, say, oh, you are good today. Tomorrow, no, you're not so good. Or day after tomorrow, you are bad today. I mean, it doesn't work like that. I'm not saying that the coin and price action is like a person, but the point is, every day, every other day, you cannot judge it. You have to judge based on a trend, not on 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, even 1 week of price action. So that's my message. I mean, if one has to comment and keep commenting, there's no restriction, or I mean, nobody would judge, but it just shows that how lack of knowledge that person is having or not enough experience. So there's nothing bad about it. Okay, if one has to keep saying that this is good, good, bad every other day, nothing wrong, but it shows the understanding level, right? So that's the only thing. One nice move changes everything. Okay, so KCS is getting stronger. KCS is one of the strongest coins I would like to highlight. Forget about this list, but in the entire 7,000 plus coin list, KCS is one of the strongest coin. I would like to highlight it without any doubt. Simple reason being, look at the retracement from the all-time high. First of all, many coins retrace, including Bitcoin, from this particular April month. In fact, before that, February, Feb 2021, look how many coins made new high. This coin made new high in April. Then you ask how many coins made new high after April 2021, and you will not be able to find many. You can search up, and this made new high. It shows that strength. Then you look for the retracement. Now you check how many coins has a current price above February 2021, and you will not able to find many. And if you are able to find, let me know. So that's the thing. So this is a perspective I'm offering here. Big picture. Okay. So this is important, and somebody would this is weekly. Forget about weekly. People open intraday and try to judge on this mess, for example, and try to characterize any coin. I'm not talking about KCS, but in general, they will open this intraday chart, sometime 4 hours, sometime one day, and try to come in. They have to grow up. They have to grow up. One day is also noisy. Come to weekly, okay, and then judge. And then also don't judge on this particular localized wave segment. Okay, look the entire chart, like zoom out like this, zoom out like that, and see as I compare. This is 2021 level February month, right? And it is higher, and see how much. So I'm not trying to promote KCS by any mean. What I'm saying is, how would you find the strength, relative strength? There's no absolute strength that this is the strongest, but how would you find that one is stronger than other? So I mentioned, you look for the June high they are from the June. Then if you go and zoom out, and then you see what I just demonstrated. Look who made new high after February 2021 or April 2021, like this. And then you look the current price with respect to 2021 level. Those kind of comparisons, I think, will tell you the right answer. Okay. Okay, let's come back. Link, not bad, as you could see, not bad. Matic, so Matic touched the support, nice bounce off the support, right? Sand broke below this one, and Juno lost slightly. Intra-week movement, but not quite settling down, which is good. SOL, same story, broke below this, not settling, which is fine. And then Toko, awesome. It's making, and it broke below support in this case, but not quite broken the trend. So I would say, I would just add this one. This is absolutely, it already broke about the downtrend line, and this retracement is nothing. When I say nothing means it's big in terms of percentage, but this coin is a fast moving coin, and it's likely to make move 30 to 50% on an intraday basis. So this coin cannot be judged based on specific day. Okay, it has to be, you have to look at so it broke about the downtrend line with a strong movement. I think the volume, you would see the volume also nice, increasing. No random volume bar, no pump and dump scheme here. Proper do you see natural growth here, right? There's no pump and dump kind of a volume, so it shows nice volume profile as well. So I would say this is doing well and good, nothing to worry. Okay. So that's it. I think I covered all the alls as well. So far so good, right? That ends my session, and I'll open the, I mean, if you have any question, let me know that.